What a jump shot into the side pocket. You got Kevin West on the left, and you have our juniors BSN champion on the right. Won the first juniors DynaSpheres Cup ever, the inaugural. Here we go to kick off the set. It's going to be a race to 9 between Garrett, Vaughan, and Kevin West. Alternating break. Four ball finds the side pocket. 8 ball finds the side pocket. Unfortunately, the 3 ball is going to come cover up the 1. So, of course, we have some options here. We could kick at it and be offensive. You could play safe. We do have the 6 and the 10 ball tied up. But I do believe the 6 is going to go in the corner. No problem. Good sportsmanship there. Both players working together to get a clean removal of that. Don't want the cue ball to squirt because you're shooting off the brake pad there. So Garrett's going to elect to go for a push here. Going to push out to a jump shot. Oh, he hit it too pure. He hit it perfectly straight on. Cue ball followed right in, no hesitation. Garrett looking just as strong as he did last time we watched him play. Garrett looking very strong to put the first point on the board here.
Strong. Imagine having 2 kids in this event.
I know, right? It's amazing. They play so strong.
It's very, what are they, 12 and 15 now? Garrett's 15. You just turned 15, I think.
I believe so.
Not a good break there either. Kevin West, we all know, is super strong. Fantastic player. Travels a lot for the game, plays in different events.
Any notable wins you can think of?
For Kevin?
Yeah.
Yeah. He, I think he placed first at Jason Shaw's inaugural event up in Connecticut.
Yeah, that was
No, actually, sorry, he lost to Jason Shaw. Sorry. Finished second. But he's always up at Turning Stone as well. Always goes deep into the field there. This will be a good test for Garrett, and likewise for Kevin. This is Garrett really tested himself at the adult level. Should be a simple kick, this one. I say both balls are in line. Whenever the the cue ball and the object ball are in line like that on the parallel, the diamond system is used. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going at 2.5. Perfect.
Well played.
Slightly more difficult now. Might be able to play a slow cross bank. So just play this one slow. He might be able to get it to squeeze past the 8 ball. It's quite a big pocket he's got there. Oh no, sorry, that's the 5, isn't it? Or is that the 3?
Yeah, 3's down table.
3, or is that the 5?
You got the 2 ball in the middle and then 3 to the right.
Ah, there we go. Sorry, yeah. So I quite like the cross bank because that'll take him naturally down towards the 3. I wonder if he'll call it. Oh, he's going to power up and cut it in the side. Oh, if you can do that, mate, then that's how I would play all the time. What a shot.
Fires it in, no problem.
Cut it in like it had eyes.
Still got a little work to do on the 4 here. It's going to require some precise position.
Easy for you to say. Precise.
I mean, I'm glad you thought it was easy, but I had to pause for a second, collect myself, evaluate my decisions.
Yeah, this is, I don't think it's that easy from here. Aha, there you go. I'm just going to have a look at it from this side, see if I can actually see a little bit more into the angle there. It must go by the way that he's played shape. Definitely has to go by. Or is he just going to play safe? He's going to tuck up behind it. No, that goes by 100%. Got to be slicing this one in.
It's almost like the 8 being there just messes with you.
Oh, did as well, didn't it? Look at that. Opened the rack wide open.
I wonder if he had to play it off the back of the 8, and that's what made him take his time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're 100% right there. But now there's no obstacles. There's no problem there whatsoever. If he hadn't moved the 8, this would still have been a difficult shot.
Good point.
Showing good fundamentals. I believe he's been coached by Johnny Archer as well.
Yeah, his dad, Greg, is good friends with Rodney Morris and Johnny Archer.
That's right. They're opening up a new pool hall, right, in Georgia. I think I heard somewhere on the rumor mill.
Yeah, actually, today found out that they have family that literally lives like within 4 miles of my house.
Wow.
In Virginia Beach. So I'm out there at Q Masters area.
Had a little wobble, didn't it? But it's in prime position right now.
He got all the way down table with it.
I like the speed he's playing at too.
He was incredibly strong whenever I was watching him play last time. Super cool, calm, collected. Like, he was fierce. Just like a natural competitor is literally what I see when I look at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get a bit of the Johnny Archers watching him. The way he's kind of just stalking the table. It's going to be a hard match for Kevin. Kevin needs to... Kevin needs to focus up here because this kid wants it. If you want to go and take a look, mate.
Yeah, set up.
You have to be worthy, though. You have to be worthy just to pick it up.
Better be careful, man. One ball does not find the corner. Let's take a look at this layout here. See any trouble?
A lot.
The 7 and the 10 ball are gonna require some precision here, but the 6 is really close to the 7, so getting in that window, if you lay up on the 6 correctly, is it requires this pattern requires a lot of precision, but the 5 can lead naturally to the 6, which could lead naturally to the 7. So as long as you're on the right side of these balls, so I'd say key shot 4 to the 5 because the position on the 5 kind of determines how difficult the rest is.
I do agree. I do think this opening shot may well be the key, just purely because it's difficult to get shape. He's going to twist it, so he's going to try and just twist this 2 rails and come back out for the 2. But risk is very risky, bumping balls like this. That's why he just ended up playing that plain ball. 3 is difficult too because...
yeah, really, his first 3 shots are almost all 3 key shots.
Correct. I think once he navigates the 3 ball here, and again, I think he can just draw this straight back.
Anybody who's just tuning into the event, you can click the link in the chat for the bracket.
That was a really nice love bump because that's just opened up the entire rack now. Nothing difficult from here. Just draw this one on and off the rail, come back into the line of shape. I said that. Oh, jinxed him.
Commentator's curse.
Jinxed him, man. It just got away with him with the slide there. I think he's going to have to jump. I think he could just jump over the edge of the 8. Not a high jump. He's pulled out the Q-Tech breach. See, Kevin is sponsored by Q-Tech, so you'll see he's using the Ghost edition, made famous by Fedor. And he is using his full Q here. Wow, how do you hit it, mate? Pretty good.
Hit it like a highlight reel.
Pretty damn good. just, like I say, just go forward rather than he's dead straight. That's the problem. I don't think he can maintain an angle to play the 7 in the same pocket. Oh, he was able to. He was able to cheat it. Fooled all of us. Very nicely done. Again, can go forward here if you want. Doesn't matter if he leaves a little bit of angle for the 8 ball. 8 to the 9. And we have been live for 12 and a half hours now, roughly.
That's right.
12 and a half hours live. Decided just to stay that side of the table. No problem doing that either.
Now I got presented the option of going one more match or not, and I was like, well, I can't turn down Garrett Vaughan when he just won.
I can't turn it down, mate.
I mean, he just won. So, Garrett, when you're watching this match back later, just know that we're here for it, buddy.
We are. We are here for you, bud. Kevin's going to start his account. I think it was important he got an early one on the board here.
Yeah, you're definitely not trying to step into a race to 9 down 3-0 against somebody with some momentum like Garrett right now.
Quite a few people still here at this time. Still a lot of matches going on the outside tables. Wonder how far down the order they're going to get.
To be done in this set here. Calls the 5 ball, hanging in the pocket. You have the 3 and the 6 married, right where he's going to be standing over. So he's going to carom. Attempted carom the 5 balls, an interesting shot. After he hits that 5 ball, there's no telling where that cue ball goes. Obviously, he hit it with enough pace to hopefully hit something and come out and still have a shot.
True this, true this.
Oh, sorry guys, I tallied that point on the wrong side. Thanks for keeping me honest there, guys. The players are using the live scoring Q-Score. You can check out the live score, qscore.com/BSN. You just click the DynaSpheres 10-ball championship. So I think he might have narrowly pulled this off. With all that traffic there, I think he might have a window. See Garrett with the head scratcher.
The head scratcher, indeed.
Hit him with the Efren. Efren head scratch.
I like him attacking this if you can see it. I wonder if he can get through the gap.
It's really difficult to tell from here.
I think there's a small window there. A bathroom window. It's a little bit foggy. We just have to crack it.
Same way in his options. Looking at a couple different options here. Eyeballs bouncing around the table.
Yeah.
Assuming you can't shoot the window. I mean, I haven't really seen him study too much else, but it looks like we're just going to elect to tie something up.
Tie it up, yeah. I like that. I like that play. He actually just played safe. I do like that play, actually.
So 3 foul is in effect, so it can be a risky play. Let's see what Kevin does with it here. Just going to go 2 rails now for
the 2 ball
here.
Yeah. I think the 3 goes by, right? 3 goes by. Yeah. I think the 3 goes by the 6.
Ever so slightly.
Ever so slightly.
Couple of resets there. Something to take note of, guys. If you're feeling uncomfortable in the shot, something distracts you, something takes your focus, go ahead and stand up and reset.
Wow. How'd he hit it? Just barely dropped in.
Whatever the smallest measurement of speed is, if you take one of those off of that shot, I don't think it makes it.
Yeah, true. 1 neutron? Iota? I have no idea.
I don't know, but it sounds like you're getting close.
Miles per hour?
Definitely not.
Let's see. He has called the pocket. Very good to call this one. Preferably I'd like to go 2 rails. But if it is just the 1 rail, yeah, that's what I was worried about there.
How about 1 rail, 2 kisses?
1 rail, 2 kisses? That's the name of our next sitcom. It's getting late, mate. I'm sorry. It's getting late. I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Might have to get past the watershed. Nice safety here. Doesn't have to do too much. The 8 and the 6 there are a very, very big blocker. So you just need to pump this one up and down and take the cue ball round towards them.
Just like that.
Nicely done. He has left it open, so all he really needs is a contact.
Yeah, because I mean, that 5 ball is hanging.
Yeah, just contact needed.
I think he needs about 10 iotas to make that 5 ball.
I don't even know where I got iota from. What is an iota? Let's Google it.
I don't know, but if you add a toy to it, you have a car. He's also a pretty wise creature. There is no try.
Oh, it's an infinitesimal amount.
What does infinitesimal? Infinitesimal?
I think never ending.
I don't know. Never ending is how much time I need to be able to say that word right.
How unfortunate was that to scratch? Oh my god.
Yeah, knocks the 5 in, replaces it with the 9 ball.
Yeah.
This 9 sets a little bit further out of the shelf on the shelf there. That point, I can't tell if it's on the inside of that point or directly on it.
I think it's directly on it by the looks of it.
So this is an automatic here. He's got to be precise. You see him checking out what's possible. So is that 2 fouls from Garrett? He took the intentional foul and he just scratched.
Yeah, I do think it is 2 fouls. I'm wondering if... yeah, I think he's going to try and foul him again. Spin it off around, and again using that 6 and 8, sorry.
Let's see.
Has to jump at it now, I think.
Do you call the 7 or do you call the 9?
He's already got his jump cue out. The 9 ball, just because it's hanging closer, more likely to contact the 9 than I am the 7. Definitely worth a call, though. Definitely worth calling it. He's called the 9. Again, I think it's just because it's slightly deeper in the shelf.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get you a good shot of the elevation.
Yeah. Oh! Really should have just made sure of the hit there. Kind of almost went off the table. Now Kevin is... this is the opportunity Kevin wanted. Been very patient up till now. Knows exactly where he wanted to be. Still got the best hairdo in the business. Very well known for his haircut.
Sponsored by Sports Club.
Brill cream. You'll notice not one strand is out of place.
Not even from this angle.
Not even from an angle. Impeccable. Impeccable hair.
From that angle. Okay, doesn't matter. Can't catch this man looking bad. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you guys are enjoying yourself, the best way you can show us some love is go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Share the live stream. We're going to be bringing you guys action tomorrow. We still got a lot of killers in the event, guys. Sean Wilkie's walking around, Show Enough Chef still in the building. Of course, we have SVB still rocking on the winner side. These two that are rocking right in front of you, Kevin West, Garrett Vaughan, very, very strong players. A lot of talent left in the event, guys. If you want to see everything that's going on, be able to keep tabs on things, check out qscore.com/BSN.
Taking his time, right? It's taking his time to make sure he's in perfect line here. I do think the 7 goes by the 9. Oh, needs to slow down. That's still good.
Can recover from this.
Still good.
With where the 6 is, I think he's going to be okay here.
If you are enjoying the stream out there, guys, and you haven't subscribed, please give us a subscription. Give us a like and a share. Let's try and ramp it up now till midnight.
Pump it up.
Anyone just watching the stream before they go to bed? Kevin being very methodical here. Wants to make.
I wonder if the 7's going to go by the 9 or if he's going to have to carry him the 9.
It will go by. Excuse me. Doesn't want to get caught up.
Oh, he's got just enough of the ball.
I don't think so, mate. I think he's frozen.
I'm looking at the 9 ball like the 8 doesn't exist. Wow.
Okay, couldn't see that ball. Wow. Great chance for Garrett now to extend the lead. Kevin was being extra cautious there too, so it's unfortunate that he finished in a position where he couldn't really see the 8 there. Nicely done. Still not out yet though. He needs to dig into this. Can either just play at pocket speed and just go forward, again, which is risky. I'd prefer to dig down on this and try and...
Do you nudge the 10, just nudging it towards the pocket, or...?
I try to avoid that if at all possible. You know, if he can really dig down on this, he might just be able to... Yeah, see, bumping the 10 was rough. I think he was trying to get to the other side of it.
I think you either bump the 10 hard enough to hit the rail and come back out, or...
Because if you're going to do that, play it way softer. Because you're still going to get the desired effect. Yeah, now he's sold it out. Yeah, sold the farm.
No, that's unfortunate. That would have been a big start to the match there. 3-1, alternating breaks.
Would have been a big swing for sure.
Instead, the rack goes to Kevin. We're all tied up here. It's like tailgating
at a football game, yeah.
It's fantastic, man. We're doing everything we can to make the environment as fun as we can to come out and be a part of it. Man, that cue ball's hanging on for dear life over there, isn't it?
He did make a ball too. Looks like he's has he made one now? Yeah, just one ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You know, a lot of you guys
made the 7 ball.
Who have been watching might be realizing that the racking in the same formation every time. We do have a set pattern that everybody is racking in to avoid people manipulating using pattern racks. So everybody, every table is racking the balls with the same pattern. We're going to re-randomize it for tomorrow. That way everybody has to readapt, keep everything fun and fresh.
Very, very true. I think it's going to be a push out here. Where do you push to? I mean, the one doesn't go either way, so I don't think I would give Kevin a bank, to be honest. He's pushed it into the perfect shape for a bank.
Yeah, especially the bank that leads to the position for the 2. I mean,
yeah, there was plenty of other places he could have pushed to there that have been far more difficult, but still as open a shot on the 1.
Kevin checking out what he's got here. He was checking the shot just a second ago to see if he wants the 1 ball to bump into the 6, or does he want to make it clean? Because it can go either way.
Yeah, it should just make it clean.
Yeah, I think the 6 goes inside, don't you?
I do. Move the 8 in the middle of the table.
He likes to play safe.
Playing cagey, showing young Garrett a lot of respect there. Still at 2-2. This one's definitely got some legs.
Yeah, I mean, you could be, you're thinking, hey, I just fought back to come up from a 2-rack deficit. I just got it tied. I don't need to be taking flyers right now.
Correct. Nice hit. Again, electing for defense. I think Garrett's definitely going to jump at this. May elect to kick, actually. We shall see.
Garrett to make the 1.
Yeah, did elect for the jump in the end. I thought he was going to try the kick, but it was over the pocket.
What's going on, fellas?
J Stacks.
Back in the building.
I take my little siesta.
Yeah, you need it, mate. We've been going nearly 13 hours now.
I had to go out and see the mega bus outside.
It's amazing.
It's a beast, isn't it?
Wow.
The beast from the east.
Those guys are hitting it hard out there, that's for sure. Man, I mean, this match, I've been watching, obviously, while you guys are commentating, and dude, I mean, how good is Garrett right now with Kevin West?
He's firing on all cylinders.
Playing like a champion. Firing on all cylinders.
I watched a little bit of his match earlier when he was playing Chris Wilburn on one of the outer tables, and I mean, it was more of the same of what we saw in February from this kid, and he's really, I think, going to be something special.
I agree. He's already proved it, being one of the junior champs from the last DynaSpheres Cup, and proven that he can mix it up here too.
Still a long way to go here. Race to 9, though.
Race to 9, yeah. They've traded blows back and forth, and I think the way it's sitting over the middle there, that's slightly deceptive. Is if we look at it on camera 4, I think there was more to work with there than he thought. So he slightly overran this. Might look at the bank now. I think it does bank.
Yeah, I like the bank here.
Great shot. Oh, just a little pacey.
Ripped it too.
Grip it and rip it, baby.
Well, he's going to have to do it again.
I don't like doing it again.
No, not from here.
I'd say put the 8 up onto the 9 and put the cue ball onto the 10.
Yep, that's the shot.
You're only just going to create separation, but I think it's the best option he's got. And
He's trying to bank it.
And look at that, the bank.
Did he get him snugger behind the 10?
Let's have a look.
Take a look at that.
So looking at his body language, walking away from the table.
Reaction says no.
Oh.
This isn't easy from here.
Yeah, I think he was going for the 2-way there.
Oh yeah, you can see all this.
I think Kevin can only drop this in.
Yeah, I think you have to just roll this, right? I mean,
Just got to roll it, yeah.
He says, nope, look at that.
Oh, jeez.
We're both wrong.
I would roll it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pump it in. Why not?
And now he's got a perfect angle here to get back to the 10.
Nicely done.
Get a nice shot of that perfect hair from Kevin West.
Well, it has been commented on.
I mean, you know what? I like the kid just hops right up, you know, because that's a little bit of a mind play, you know. I've seen it before.
I could do with some of that exuberance.
For sure.
Natural Red Bull.
I don't think I marked that last rack.
No. Kevin got it right?
Yes.
So it was 3-2. You can always check Q's score if we're unsure. They say never to use straight draw with ball in hand.
I know, I hear that all the time.
Unless you can just put it...
Uh-oh, you don't want to get snugger behind a 3.
This is why.
Wow.
He had an opportunity there to take the rail. There's no reason he couldn't just cue into the rail there and judge the speed better. Just Turned into the club again. Is he going to play safe? No. He's electing to come round for the 2, round for the 3. Play safe off a 3 instead.
Yeah, I like the safe here. Just going to try to put this up right behind that 6 ball. Send the 3 ball up table here. Oh man, he hit a little hard. Wow.
Yeah, he didn't get that one at all. I sold it out.
Still a little work here. Yeah.
Oh, I think he miscued that there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the chalking.
And not a bad miscue. If I could miscue like that, I'd be a champion.
Oh, nice shot.
Wow.
Yeah, nice shot. Rubs the 5, comes down, has a good leave on it. 6 though. 6 though in a tough spot here from where he's at on the 5.
We know he loves a power draw here. I would not be surprised to see him power draw this.
Yeah, I think you have to. You'll come under the 6. Oh, he just stayed up.
For the window. He's not scared to do these thin cuts like this either. I mean, we saw him play. I mean, he played 3-rail position multiple times for this exact tiny window.
The good thing is just make the ball. Don't worry about if it comes back and forth. The 7 goes into both pockets. Just like that. It doesn't matter if you finish left or right of it.
He doesn't even rub the rail. You just see him clean.
Clean. Eyes like a sewer rat.
The angle that he left himself kind of brings the 10 into play here. So,
well, does the 7 go by the 10?
It does. Yeah, it goes both ways.
So I'm playing it. I'm playing it in the bottom left-hand corner pocket here, or top. Sorry. Yeah, because then you come 2 rails back down and bottom of the table for the 8.
I don't think you can avoid the scratch, mate. I think he has to draw it.
Oh yeah.
You can just do that.
Oh yeah. What do I know?
How good's that? What I love is Dad said that they play for chores. So him and Grayson, his brother, they play for chores. Who gets to take the garbage out, wash the dishes? And Grayson says he hasn't beat Garrett yet.
Wow.
So good sibling rivalry between the 2 boys.
Yeah, Garrett dialed in here.
Good way to keep them motivated, right?
Oh, for sure.
Teaches you discipline, Paul. A lot of people don't realise. Teaches you a lot of discipline. How to overcome problems, problem solving.
I really am so impressed with Garrett Vaughan.
Yeah, good delivery.
Second. Decided he no longer wanted to be on the table.
Apologise, I have to step out for a moment.
Alrighty, Dell's hopping out. Got the shorty. Shorty wire. Oh,
Wire.
that way I can be closer to you.
Hands on, man. Is he going to get it? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh. Icy, icy.
Let's see what Kevin comes up with. He's got it from the side here, does he? Oh, yeah, he's got way more of that ball than I thought. Where do you think he's leaving this cue ball here? You think
Man,
he's going to be able to get up behind the 8 there? The 8 and the 7 and the...
You know, it's really tough if we can go to that overhead view. So if he can see enough of the 2, he may actually be able to make this off the 9. It's so tough from here to see. You know, he's only got to just brush the 9 a little bit. If he hits it full and he can get the 2 ball to go to the bottom rail, that'd probably be the ideal situation if it doesn't go. But, you know, where the cue ball is going, there's not a lot to hide up this way. Well, yeah, so he don't like it. So obviously he can see a lot less. Oh, he tried to go 2 rails into it. Yeah. It was tough where it was lying at. I mean, I don't blame Kevin for going into it like that. But it's kind of funny how you watch this. You know, a lot of amateur players, they're trying to kick these balls 1 rail. But if you notice, a lot of the upper players, they're either going 2, 3 rails into the ball. Because a lot of times, you know, there's some built-in safeties that can happen, you know, coming in 2 rails versus 1 rail, because you sell out kind of on the 1 railers.
It's funny how that principle seems to lend true regardless of the oh my, very unexpected miss there. Garrett pretty visibly upset, quickly turns around. I'm sure he'll want to forget that one quickly. He just locked eyes with me and he's just shaking his head.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a brief moment of just lack of concentration there. But this kid, I wouldn't even worry about it, you know.
I mean, everybody's going to miss a ball here or there. At least it wasn't a mental error, like as in like you're just making poor shot selection.
He needs the bump, and that's good, but...
Yeah, he hit that ball any fuller, he was going to be completely trapped.
The problem is now that he's bumped it in the way of the 4 ball. So you see that 6 kind of... See him now, he's going over and look and see where he's got to be at. So he's got a little bit of angle here, so he's probably going to go 2 rails here after he pots the 3 ball. And come off right by that center diamond there, and then up to the other center diamond. Boom, boom. Oh, he tried to go way too far, but it works out.
Get perfect though.
Yeah.
Just gave the 10 ball a tickle.
Oh, another point for Tickle. Jeremy Mason dropped it in here during Dell's match. I said, I'm going to let him know. You got extra points for the Tickle.
We're taking over.
Yeah, this is looking pretty routine here now for Kevin West.
Garrett with his head in his hand there. He's still kind of shaking his head. I think he just needs to let that one go. It's definitely a little bit more built-in pressure whenever it's on the TV table and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I rattled it on the TV table, but it's all good. Happens to the best of us. I tell you what, he bounced back very well last time. Any mistakes that inevitably are going to happen throughout the match. He bounced back very well last time. I anticipate the same thing happening here. He definitely wants this win. Coming from the juniors event to the Open Pro event, he definitely wants to be competing with these pros.
Yes, you see Kevin just take a look at the 9 there. He wants to make sure he's on the right line here to make it as easy as possible for position on the 10. So he can actually come above the 10 now if he wants. You know, avoid the side pocket altogether. Oh, he just went forward with it, and that's okay too. I mean, it's just personal preference, really. Kevin West gets one back, 4-3 now, leads over Garrett Vaughan. I've been talking to a lot of people, that are coming up to me, and they're basically saying the live scoring, they absolutely love it. It makes things a lot easier to see the matches that are happening, on the inside tables that aren't on the TV table. And so, yeah, I totally agree. It's a great system.
What do you like on this one ball here? You just got to come on the inside of the 3 in between the rail to get to the 2?
I mean, it really depends on how he's feeling, man. He's got a really good safety here behind the 6 ball. If he doesn't... at this point, it just feels how comfortable you feel. He can cut this and come down.
Might even come down between the 3 and the 8 and just let the cue ball run.
Well, that worked out great.
Just don't come in back in the way and we're good. Yeah, this is looking really good from here now. That was the key shot of the rack.
I think it's important to see, when these players are making that decision, you can really tell how they feel, or how they're stroking, or if they're in that zone by the shots that they're taking. Very controlled shot there by Kevin West. And now everything's opening up real nice. I like how he's taking the time here. The layout is looks pretty ideal, but he's still going, taking a look at the shot line, seeing where he wants to be to make it easy. So he's left himself an angle here on the 5. So he's just taking a look there. He wants to avoid the 8 ball here. So he spins it out wide. He needs it to slow down or hurry up. And he should be okay here. He can actually lengthen this. He can lengthen this shot out a little outside English or inside. Really just depends. I like to hit this with a little outside and take it 2 rails into position for the 8. See, just 2 rails right out. Perfect. I like what Kevin's doing. He's on the right line of all these shots. See if he swings this around 2 rails, which certainly does. Beautifully done. And just bring this back a little. Perfect. 10 ball in the same pocket. Kevin West looking dialed in. These days, I think about that last rack when we were at the juniors event, the 9-ball championship, and he was on the hill and he broke, and he gave that fist bump to you, because he knew he was out.
Yeah.
And I love that, I love that confidence in the kid, I really respect it a lot, and so he certainly is composed. We're going to be joined in the booth by our friend Jeremy Mason. Jeremy, how you doing?
You guys can just call me Fido from now on.
Uh-oh.
Nah, to be honest, I just finished one of the most frustrating matches I've ever been a part of in my entire life. I played a guy, a gentleman, absolutely a pleasure to play with. I'd never heard of him. But he, so I think the guy plays pretty good. He had a beautiful stroke. I believe it was Lance. Let me look it up because I'm going to get it wrong.
Landon?
Larry Richards.
Oh, Larry Richards. He is part owner in the league room with Chris Wilson.
Yeah, he was wearing the emblem on his shirt there. So absolute gentleman, a pleasure to play with. But the way the match went, and I assume he's a pretty good player. Like, he never really seemed like he missed a ball. Beautiful stroke. But it was like he didn't care where the next ball was, or he was really struggling with the cue ball, one or the other. So he would make a ball, have no shape at all, and then play just an absolute lockdown safe. And he did it 97 times in a row.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure he ever ran 6 balls the entire set, and he drilled me. I mean, like, I kicked.
It was effective.
Yeah. And, like, you know, when you're in a match like that, it's always brutal when the guy's, like, a super nice guy, and you, like, want to get mad so bad.
I know.
Just whittles you down.
That's the worst, man. Like, I just want to, like, hate the guy, you know? But, no, he was an absolute gentleman. I'd love to play him anytime, but... And, look, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any chances, but it's just funny, like, when you play in a match and things frustrate you, the run-outs just get so much tougher after that.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we were all knotted up here in this match early on. Garrett actually came out early with the lead, and we were at 3-3 at one point, but now Kevin West has pulled out to a 2-game lead.
So Garrett is one of your current reigning junior champions.
Oh, what a shot by the kid.
Now, how old is Garrett?
15.
Yeah, 15 now. He was 14 at our event, so he won the 14U, 14 and under.
Wow.
And his younger brother is also playing in the tournament, Grayson. And the kid plays great. I mean, I think somebody, I was talking to one of my buddies earlier, and they said they made a joke about, like, oh man, why'd they do that to Garrett? You know, the fact that he making a joke that he had to play Kevin West, and the guy was like, Kevin West don't have to win this. You know, like that's how good this kid plays.
Speed was just barely off on that one. Had the angle right. Just leaked out from behind the 5 here.
Given where the 3 ball's at now, I don't think Garrett's going to like this next shot, because Kevin can play a pretty nasty safe on this. Just play the 2 ball. If the angle's on, I can't tell really from here.
So I think maybe like overcut the 2 and kind of bump the 8 with your cue ball and let the 2 just pass the 10. I can't quite tell what he has.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he could roll the cue ball right on the 10, but I don't think the
that's
angle's
there. No.
Yeah, he's gonna have.
He's really giving it a good look.
I think he's just gonna put it up on the 8.
He's cutting it the other way.
It's gonna give him.
That was a very simple way to play the shot, but he does give up an opportunity for the kid to lock him down back.
Yeah, this definitely could be a nice lockdown.
I think Kevin just needed a touch of outside there to hold that cue coming back up towards the 10 off the bottom rail there. This should be locked down here, right tucked behind the 8 in the rail. Oh yeah, that's jail. That's about as good as you can hit it there. And Kevin, that's one where Kevin knew it as soon as he walked away from the table, what he was going to be coming back to.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I got that, but this is
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Go see what's.
I have to go take a look at that at some point.
Oh, he didn't call that. He didn't call that pocket.
Don't save it.
Unfortunate.
Because there's the other ones in there. It's really nice.
Unfortunate. So Garrett passes it back to him. When a ball is unintentionally made, then the opposing player has the option to take the shot or pass it back. Since he unintentionally made a ball and then is hooked on the 3-ball, Garrett passes it back. Lets Kevin decide what to do with it. Kevin's going to take the 5-ball, tie it up to the 3 and the 4 over here, and just make it a party. Look at that speed. He hit it perfect. He married the 3-ball. So Garrett's going to elect to thin the 3-ball, send the cue ball around the table here. I think there might be enough to where he can. No, I don't know if there is. That's what he's checking to see if he can snuggle the cue ball right here, thin the 3 on the way out. That way he doesn't have to hit the 3 so hard. This will allow the cue to just kind of run around with.
Do you think he tries to spin this down below him?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's strong.
So Kevin's going to have a 2-rail kick at the 3 here. Might be 3 rails. Might be hitting just before the 3.
Yeah, and normally this 3-railer you have to watch you get a rail, but with the position of the 4 here, I think if you make a clean hit on the 3, you get a rail one way or the other.
Yeah.
So having the 3-rail option here makes this a little bit bigger of a ball here.
I agree with you there. And if he goes 3 rails, there's a chance for this to turn out well, because if he's hitting the 3rd rail after he contacts the 3, the cue ball might be coming away from those balls. So it kind of gives it a chance for the 3 to contact the 4 and get stuck behind the 5.
I don't really like hitting this at lag speed. If I don't make a good hit here, I have to break that cluster up and not give him a chance for the easy 3 foul.
That's true. So they're actually checking in with some of our staff right now to get some clarification. We're going to have them watch the hit here.
Yeah, I think that's because Kevin does want to hit this with a little bit of pace, make sure that cluster's not there after the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming in right at the rail, like rail and ball first on that 3-ball. He's just hit it gingerly, but he's going to get the 5 first.
Yeah, see, I don't love that pace, because if you don't get the hit, there's a really good chance Garrett is going to play another lockdown safe, and Kevin's going to be kicking for his life.
Sure. I mean, and he doesn't have to do a lot here. He could put the cue ball right on the rail there by the 3, thin it, push it into the 4, send the cue ball all the way down. Yeah, almost the same shot he just played. It looks like he's looking at it the other way, though. Oh, man. Well, maybe he's thinking bank it out 3 rails and hold right there. And that's okay, too, and actually that might be better. It's there. It's kind of tough, I think, to get it to go long enough, don't you think? Yeah. He's doing so now. He's thinning it. He's banking it at the 5 and going around. See, I think... I don't like this. I think he should play the same shot he just played a moment ago. Yeah. I'm not in love with this. Oh, he tried to make it. My Lord. Oh, wow. And... Wow. Now, this would be the greatest 3 foul I've ever seen if Kevin doesn't come up with a good hit here. That's a 15-year-old mistake there, I think. He may not have known Kevin was on 2, which would be really weird with the shot selection on the last one, but I mean, because he could have pushed that 3 further in, you know?
And I was going to say the same type of shot he had just played before, except I think it was easier this time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
And he almost 3-fouled.
Oh, yes, wow.
But then again, there's a chance that Garrett didn't even announce to Kevin that he was on 2 if he didn't play the safe there, because you have to think he didn't know he was on 2.
Yeah.
It's always tough when you have to when you have to start over on the 3-foul attempt.
Let me try again.
Yeah. He hit it good though. That was an all-speed shot there with the cue ball.
Here we go. 2 rails. Just trying to pocket the 3. Comes a little deep in there.
Nobody wants to make a move on this 4 ball.
Really is in a bad spot. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it doesn't go past the 8, or it doesn't go off of anything into the side. You kind of just got to get to a good spot to play safe on it. Man, that's a real shame that Garrett didn't know Kevin was on 2. This rack could have been well over.
Yeah, you're certainly right.
And a big rack too. That, you know, sometimes we get into these safety battles and we forget the kind of where we're at in the match, but this is a huge rack.
Yeah, this is he can climb back in here if he can get himself through this rack.
Is there enough of the rail to where you can play to make the 4 in the corner, or are you just playing to get above it and play safe?
I mean, you'd have to be perfect, but yeah, I think so.
Going kind of off the point, and you're playing it from a pretty steep angle as well because of the position of the 8 and the 10. Not a shot many people want to take on, especially with the 5 there. Even if you had that angle, you think you would play the safe anyways.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're about to find out.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the safety play is definitely the better shot if you can get into the position.
Kevin just is trying to decide where he wants to get to play the safe from.
Well, I think if he gets just past the side pocket, you know, or he can come above it, see him looking there, he can do the same thing either way.
I think it might be easier from above it.
I think you're right.
You're kind of just rolling into the back of the 5 at that point off the rail, so...
Yeah, I mean, if he sticks Garrett right on the back of the 5, that'll certainly be good.
Well, and that was the only problem, I think, is that he couldn't really get over to play it from a close range. This is a little bit tougher from here. Still very, very doable, but...
A little hard, yeah, a little hard.
You just have that much distance, and it just makes it a little tough, you know?
I think Kevin was trying to play too many things there, the cue ball and the object ball. I think he should have just concentrated on that cue ball.
Yeah, that's all cue. But you know what? It's so easy to overhit that one. Even when you're playing all cue ball, I have to tell myself that you need to hit it way softer than you think.
Yeah. Well, we'll see the kid go back and forth here.
The good news here is with some inside, he has the entire top half of the table to go back and forth as many times as he wants and basically finish wherever. And he hit it basically perfect. A little bit of angle here is exactly what you want. You can kind of pinch this for the 9 down in the opposite corner or let it run across. Probably the pinch here with the speed of the table. I think it's easy to throw it in a little bit. Not just the speed of the table, but like again with the new cloth, the way the balls pocket, you can throw them balls in and they rub off the rail and go in. Pockets get a lot bigger on shots like that.
Well, now it looks like, is he dead straight on this, or does he have an angle?
Yeah, I think he'll just draw back and really not try to draw back all the way, just a little bit. He's so smooth with it, though. He draws back without even really wanting to. With this is fine. He's just got a simple back cut to draw within 1. So he didn't get the 3 foul. He did it the hard way, but same result. 5-4. Kevin leads. Looks like Kevin to break. harder to have the killer instinct that you need in this spot? I know, Jake, you have some inside information about.
For sure, I do, man. I think it's way tougher. Oh wow, he miscued again.
Oh, has he done that already?
Yeah, he miscued on an earlier shot.
What's the rule here? Is it Garrett's break, or can he play safe? Or
so there's no 3-point rule here. So
this is a good break. It's just Garrett's shot. He can do whatever he wants.
Yep, ball in hand.
And Kevin's on 1.
Yeah, I think it's a little tougher. You know, a few years back in one of the Maryland states, I had to play Skylar Hess. You know, I think in
and this was before Skylar Hess was the celebrity that Skylar Hess is.
For sure, absolutely. She was much younger than she is now, and matter of fact, we were playing 10-ball, and I was nervous just going into it because I'm like, well, I'm playing a kid, you know, I don't know how it's going to be, and I remember I didn't know Robbie at the time, and I had asked him. I said, man, you know, I feel like I can't win here because if I beat her, I'm going to look bad, and if I lose, I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Right.
And he was like, no, just play your game or whatever. And oddly enough, she had combo races to 7. At one point, it was 4-4. She had comboed 4 10-balls on me, and she was inadvertently hooking me. So the 5th time it happened, I saw the 10-ball sitting by the corner pocket, and I had to kick long rail into the middle of the table to hit the ball. And all I kept thinking to myself is, if I miss this and she combos another 10, I'm going to lose it. And so I took an intentional foul, moved the 10 out of the pocket, and there must have been 20 people watching the match just laughing in hysterics.
It may have been more than that. I was sitting right next to you, just like we are now, almost for the duration of that match. And I remember it so well. I'll never forget it. It was one of the first times I actually did know Skylar already. I knew Robbie. Robbie had played in some of my tournaments over in Delaware. And I knew you a little bit, and I just, it was so comical. It was hilarious, and just a good memory. And of course, Skylar's jumped 4 speeds since then.
For sure, yeah. I remember too, because when everybody started laughing and I'm walking back to the table, I remember specifically saying, she's not making another 10-ball combo on me.
No, she's going to have to make something.
Hey, man, at least I respected it, you know?
You have to. She had made, and so they weren't hangers, the combos that she had made exactly either, so... But yeah, so to tie that back into what we got to that because we're talking about Kevin West here playing a 15-year-old kid that is not afraid of him, has a lot of game. And if you're Kevin, man, like, it might be a hair tougher to find that killer instinct that you need to lock in here and try to drill this guy.
I did win that match 7-4, by the way. Just in case anybody was wondering.
It's on Jake's resume.
I know. But the funny thing is so she wasn't sponsored by me at that time, but she was buying a lot of her products, which I love, right? Because she's a kid, she's making her own decision. But I think that I really gained a lot of respect for her during that match, and then after that, I just fell in love with her. Look at this.
How well played is that?
Oh my gosh.
This boy put him right on the point.
I can't believe what we just watched. You have to hit that so perfect.
Fearless.
Now, Kevin can see enough of this ball to play safe, I believe. Doesn't have the combo, but yeah, that's pretty effective there.
Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, that was almost...
But yeah, man, a millimeter more and Kevin's kicking at that ball. That was... Just to even think that you have that shot available to you is
I know.
Another level there. One rail kick, probably going to call... 1 or 2 rails, probably calling the 8 ball. And if you get this 8 down, there's some good things that can happen. If you hit a little bit of a thinner hit, the 4 can get over behind the 9. There's some good things that can happen here. That's not going to be one of them, I don't believe.
No.
Kevin has a good shot on the 4. A little bit of a tight... he might just roll forward and take a pretty thin cut on the 5 here. Especially with the position of the 6, he can just run his cue ball straight up table. So, of course, you see Kevin walks up, finds where his spot is that he has to get to clear the 7, and probably just forward about 8 inches or so here.
Oh, no.
He didn't get the 5 either.
Well, you could see he was trying to cheat the pocket so he could get that thin leave on the 5, and that's just
barely mishit it.
How many times have you done that?
I've never done it once from the booth.
if he's I think he can just cut this in and just come, if he misses a 6, come back to the other side of the rail. At least if he leaves himself in between like the 10-9 for a shot on the 5.
My initial thought was spinning down at the 7, but I don't like bumping the 7 at all in this spot. So the way he played it is better, but I'm not sure this is perfect. Not quite sure. Can you see enough of this ball? It looks
I think so.
Funny. I know it's really tough for him to see with the template rack there. He's going to have an official come mark the ball and move the rack for him.
He's going to need 2 ball markers.
I think once the 7 moves, he can get around the 10.
Of course, Tracy Gebhardt, part of our tournament staff. He has been absolutely awesome. I mean, what a blessing to have this guy on with us. He does so much stuff. Him and his wife, Kim. Well, so it looks a little tight there, but
yeah, it does look a little tight. Like you might have to swerve this.
Swerve, a little swerve.
It's okay. The swerve and just stay short side on the 6. It's kind of what he's looking at, I think. He might just be looking to roll it in if he has the whole ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the whole ball.
He's kind of looked like he liked it the whole time. I mean, body language said he was good, but just on the screen, it didn't look great.
I know.
But I don't like this. He doesn't have the angle that he needs. He might have to pull back and try to play almost the position he's in now, but it's hairy. His angle takes him back at the corner pocket. He might have enough angle to come with a big stroke and go all the way forward. He hit that really, really good.
Yeah, he did.
This is kind of a similar shot to what Kevin just had, except it's a hair easier because he's a little straighter, so he won't be tempted to steer it to that far point the way Kevin did.
You see, he did play it to that outside part of the pocket with a dead ball on the cue ball. Perfect shot.
How are you playing this? Is he spinning around or going?
That's okay, yeah.
You know, he made that look really easy, but you have to get through the cue ball real good to get that much action from that angle there. He's got a great stroke.
I think he got a little straight, so you just got to roll forward.
Yeah, 10 should go in the side fairly easily. You just don't want to get to the rail here.
Come on. Oh, yeah, wow. I don't force that.
You know what that looked like? Is it looked like he decided to go forward right when he got down. You know, I think he went down with his mind made up to roll it in and then changed his mind, put some inside on it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Man, he's feeling that one pretty hard.
Oh yeah, that's the one you kill yourself in your chair. It draws you level if you get that ball down there. And if he rolls that 9 in, he's never missing the 10 inside.
Never, yeah. I think Garrett, when you watch this back, later, I think the shot's just to roll that 9 forward, roll the cue ball forward, and just take the 10 in the side there instead of trying to force the shallow angle with the inside.
Alrighty, guys, we're right back in the action. Right back in the action.
Yeah, so I was just saying, Josh, very mature move from a 15-year-old kid here to take a break right there. Know that was an awesome spot to go collect yourself a little bit.
It's very true. Very, very true. A lot of players would just allow that tension in their system to kind of fester and turn into something more negative. You got to control what you can control. You can't control the pass, you already missed that ball. You can't control how you react to it.
Yep.
This is going to be angle widened up on him.
Yeah,
Slower
I think.
speed.
Yeah, exactly. You roll that one slower, it comes a lot longer. He's kind of acting like he has enough room to get in here and play this 1-6 combination. He almost set the cue down in between the two, so I have to think there is room. But from this angle, I think he might need a hair more angle to have room. I don't know. It actually looks pretty good.
Look at that.
Wow, and the one leaked out. The cue ball double kissed off the two. That could not have been any better.
That's amazing.
Awesome shot, yeah. So now he's got to make a good decision here and come with a nice shot to get back on the 2-ball. I'm not sure if he can beat the 10, and he'd have to come long of the 8 to come 2 rails for the same pocket. He just draws it out nice and smooth. That was a little hairy, but he has a shot. And you don't have to do much with the cue ball here. The pace that's pretty natural for this takes you across and back over to the center for the 3. This is all about making the ball.
God, he cuts those so good. It doesn't matter how thin it is. He never touches the rail, man. He's so good at that shot.
Perfect pace on that shot. He's got an angle. He could draw above it, above the 5, but it's a little hairy. I kind of like more of a stun over below it. Short side, just because of the position of the side pocket, you don't want to bring that. And that's what he does. He stuns below it. It's going to be not quite the pace he wanted. I think he thought the same thing. I thought that the cue ball would go a hair longer than that and not leave him this steep of an angle even from how far it went.
Yeah, well, he drains it. I just got done bragging on him on the cut shots. This one's
I'd like
to his work here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him take his time and make a good decision here. Whatever he decides to do, I'm okay with, but I think you have to look at your options on this shot. This shot does not play incredibly difficult. You can pocket this ball, and it's not that much of a... I don't think it's a flyer. I think this is a pretty controlled cut shot down the rail. Oh, he hit it perfect. What a great shot. And he should be perfect here. He'll probably just pull this back a hair to get to the right side of the line for the 9 and the side and be able to just float into position for the 10. And that's perfect. Just a touch of draw here. Now that's a really big boy out right there. In this spot against this player, when you just...
Still many more matches to be played in the event, but unfortunately we can't run the stream 24/7. We do have to sleep sometime.
This is the first I've heard of that.
I know, right? It's a new concept, kind of foreign. Not really sure how to spell that word, but
I have a newborn, so...
Oh, neither do you then. Yeah, you got me beat on that one.
But I can't complain. He's sleeping through the night already, so it's been pretty good.
What?
What time will the stream be back up tomorrow morning?
I'm not sure. We're consulting with Steve to see exactly what we're doing with the match times, just making sure that we got everything running smooth with the bracket still. So I'm gonna have to wait to see what the staff says on the backside there.
That's surgeon-like work right there from the referee to get that ball around the 7. Beautifully done, a steady hand. Good opportunity here for Garrett off of Kevin's dry break. He's got a clean look at the 1. The 2's nearby the other pocket. The 3's hanging. Want to get to a good spot where you can come off that 3, come around the 8 for shape on the 4. And then you got to figure out something with the 6 ball when you get that far. Really got to commit to a spot here going for the 3. I think you can kind of come off the rail by the 2 down below the side pocket, like between the 9 and the 8.
Yeah.
I think that's there. Just don't get into the 8. I think he's fine.
He has the rail first if needed. Just get to let the cue ball go.
He almost locked it on the back of the 8. It was very, very close. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the 6 ball. It might go straight into the side pocket.
It's so tough to tell in this angle.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, that's a perfect shot.
I mean, there's not enough room to bank it cross-side because the 9 is too big there, right? Or
I don't think he would take that on, especially with the position of the 7. I think you'd see him just use the 9 and play the safety. That might be the play. Just try to get up above it, and if you get perfect to play it in the side, that's fine.
If not,
I don't even think you'll see that anyways. Even if it goes in the side, I don't think you'll play him because it'd be a big stroke to get past the 9 out for the 7 in the corner pocket that he has to get it to.
Yeah. Something happened there that he wasn't happy with. Got a little hand flip.
Yeah, I think he was just a little straighter on that ball than he would have liked. He tried to draw it back smooth, and he kind of was a hair jabby with it, I think.
Yeah. Didn't
come back as far as he'd like. This is still fine. He's just got to put a good stroke on this ball, get through it well. Well, that's no good. I don't think that's any good. He has an edge, but I don't think it does him any good. Yeah, he might have the cross corner bank. I don't know. I don't think it's there. This is actually pretty tough because he's got to beat the double kiss. He's got to beat the corner pocket with the cue ball. And the 6 is traveling out into space. He's actually kicking at it.
Uh-oh.
And that was long again. Again, a soft kick, and he misses long.
Take notes from it, guys. You've been watching it happen all weekend long. Speed changes the angle.
Now Kevin just has to find an angle where he can miss the side pocket and play the safety here. So he's gonna make sure he hits above the side pocket, lock him to the back of the 9, and this will bank down towards the 7 and the 10. That's a really nice controlled shot there.
Bumped the 9 a little harder than he wanted, created some separation, leaves the 1 rail.
Yeah, and if you can hit the bottom half of this ball, the right half of this ball as we're viewing it now, you've got a good chance to get into cover with the cue ball. But he has to come... Yeah, so he's going to get a good hit out of this. He had to go all the way past the side pocket and try to spin it back. That was a tough shot.
You even heard the thud into the rail and how much pace he had to put into it. This is, I think this has a pocket.
It does. It's just a little bit unnatural to play it at the pace that he's going to need to play this at to hold for the same pocket with the 7. And he still overhit it a hair, but that's a really, really tough shot to hit at that pace. He hit that really nice. Nothing natural about the way he had to play that.
going to draw out of this one. Snaps the cue ball out of there.
And it's so crazy. You just brush that other ball a little bit, and the spin just grabs and takes it way farther. And he barely nicked the 10.
Sliding sideways, and it's like, nope, going this way.
But this is perfect. He's probably go to the rail with some inside here, unless he wants to come back up above the 9 for the side pocket. You just don't want to get too much angle on this 9. He's going to come back above it. And that's experience from Kevin. We talked about it a couple times when we've seen guys try to play check side and spin the cue ball back on this new cloth, and it just doesn't do it.
Too slippery.
So Kevin knows that. Kevin takes the natural path of the cue ball, gets back up above the 9, and tough to knock it out from there.
So it's just the experience of the in-the-moment decision-making. It's those things where when you're playing a strong player like this and it's alternating break, you make one mistake, it can make all the difference.
And a lot of times the difference is we all know some of the stuff that we're saying. It's just the great players think about it before the shot, and we think about it after the shot.
Exactly right. You're exactly right. Right? Yeah, I did. Still 2 racks.
7-5, yep.
At this point, I begin to question my own memories.
You're pretty deep into this shift here. Wow, that was a wild cue ball on that break, but it kicked back and just somehow stopped right at its tracks.
Yeah, like just stuck. It got hit square.
Yeah. And he can see this 1 ball maybe enough to stick behind the 5, and hopefully he can either, if it misses the 7, that's fine. If it hits the 7 thin, that's fine.
Yeah,
you just can't.
I think it's good if it hits the 7. Like it will be good as long as he controls it.
It'll kind of straighten out and go back down towards the 8, maybe. That'd be fine.
It almost makes the 5 play bigger if he thins the 7, because it makes the cue ball come off that rail straighter. So that actually could be fantastic for him. Let's see, he's going to be bridging over the 10 ball here.
I think, the only thing here is you don't want to have this 1 ball hit the 7 full in the face and not go
stop.
far enough. Yeah. Or even just leak out a little bit down. You might have to give up a side pocket shot or whatever.
See how he plays it here.
I think he needs to hit this pretty smooth. He's just going to push out. And that's probably not a terrible decision. The safety was hairy because he needed to be smooth enough to get the 1 to come short enough to hit the 7 thin.
Yeah.
But he needed to hit a nice stroke on it to stop that cue ball on the 5. So it might not have been there. What
do you think Kevin's going to do from here? I think he's got the full 1 ball.
Yeah, I think he can bank it, beat the kiss, and go behind the 7 with maybe some right-hand English here. No, he didn't beat the kiss, but he's still got a pretty good execution out of it.
I wonder if he played for the kiss there, knowing it was going to be tough. It's so hard to tell or do.
Well, it was tough to beat the kiss and beat the scratch. He had to play some inside and check it over towards the 7, but the pace was perfect and it worked out. And Garrett almost just kicks it right in the hole, but he's going to get a pretty decent result out of it. Separation, safety. Kevin can play this a lot of different ways. Just a matter of preference here, I think. I think I like banking the 1 towards the 3 and kind of going behind the 10 with the cue. He looks like he wants to thin it and come up a couple rails. That's a really good shot, actually. Yeah, that's a much better shot than what I said, for sure. Especially with all the traffic that was there for the 1 to get tied up in it, there wasn't really a great chance that it was going to leak all the way out.
I wonder if he's going to call this 9 ball here, coming in at 3 rails, the backside of the 1.
I think he can see some of this 1 ball. I don't know. From this angle, the 8 doesn't look that big. No, the 8's huge the other way, yeah.
Three rails, misses it, misjudges it, swishes the cue ball in the same corner pocket that I was thinking the 9 ball might have had a chance to go in, but instead Kevin West's going to have a chance to decipher how he wants to pick apart this rack here. I think the 1 ball is going to go by the 2, and he's just going to be able to lay up for the 2 ball here.
That was a pretty impressive 3-rail kick through traffic without hitting anything by Garrett there.
Right, doesn't rearrange the furniture at all.
Yeah, so Kevin's just going to stun up above the 9 here. 2 ball, same pocket.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to drift down and take the 2 in the side because you take out all the touchiness.
He just looked at that. I think that's what he'll play now. Yeah, he's checking his spot here for sure. Right. Especially with you just roll into position for the 3, hanging in front of the side pocket.
So if you draw a line in your head right now from the 2 ball straight to the middle of the center pocket, he's wanting to be on the right side of that shot line. That way the cue ball's going to drift up. Let's see how well he hits it.
He didn't get there.
He came up, so that line, if you keep extending that straight through, he's just shy of that line. So what that means is the cue ball is going to come off the 2 and it's going to be going away from the 3, but...
I think he can play a stop shot and play the 3 in the corner.
I think you're right. There's just enough room.
He was able to go forward and beat the 10 with some spin. That was a good shot. I wasn't sure he could clear the 10 with that shot.
I wasn't sure.
He'll play some check side here and kind of hit this pretty softly and just hold for the 5. Like to be pretty straight here for this shot. He didn't need the check side. He was able to just kind of kill it with a little give up draw stroke. Stop shot here. Don't try to get too perfect on the 6. Take your angle and make sure you come up with a shot.
Oh, yeah.
This was a really big out here from Kevin. This is going to put him on the hill, assuming he can get through these next 5 balls here. And these champion players like this, they just find a way to make these outs in these spots when, they get that 3-game gap and get up on the hill. And you've played right with them the whole time, and then Kevin West just does Kevin West things.
Makes the shots that matter. One back, take the 9 in the same corner pocket here. Oh, actually. Oh, my. It really looked like he queued that up with a full tip of bottom, too. I wonder if he changed his mind, and that's why the 8 ball bobbled. But
I think he was just trying to pinch it a little bit, and it kind of threw more than he thought.
Yeah.
Just a very slight lapse in concentration, and you can miss that ball, and he kind of did, and it went. But
I bet it's because he was singing the song in his head.
8-5, Kevin on the hill. Speed. Now that's a different scenario than what we just saw. The one he just saw was not the right speed, the right spin.
Yeah, right.
It just, it fell. But all's well that ends well. Kevin with the break here, trying to close this match out. Perfect squat on the cue ball there. The 7 got kicked 8 times and finds the side pocket. I believe he made another ball as well. Actually, no, that was the only ball that he made. So wild ball on the side there. He has a cut shot on the 1. 2 ball does pass the 10 into the corner pocket. The 3 ball does not have a pocket. He's going to have to play a 3-5 or a 3-10, it looks like. I guess once the 1 and the 2 are gone, he could also play short side for the 3 up in the corner, closest to where the 1 is now. But I don't think you'll see that. The 3-5 is a fairly simple combo, easy to control.
He put the heat on this ball because he wanted to make sure he had the 2 in the side to come down below the 3. I think that's exactly what he's playing for here.
This is still a little bit funky, I think. Yeah, this is a little hairy, Josh. I don't think this is exactly what he wanted here.
Oh yeah, I think the angle he wanted was a little different, but
yeah. So if the 10 wasn't there, he'd be able to go right to the rail where the 10 is right now and spin up. But this got real awkward the way he actually just plays safe. I believe that was just a straight safety. I don't think he was trying to make that ball. So probably a jump shot here for Garrett, I would imagine. Don't know. He's kind of looking at the kick options. Oh no, he did get the jump cue. Okay. I'm not sure what he called. Probably just the 2 on the side, I think. A lot of ways this 2 can go. And that's one of them. And what a great shot. And you know, the subtlety of that shot, Josh, was actually the worst problem on the table was the 9 ball sitting right on that point the way it was. He moved that off the rail, and now this is a runnable rack if he gets this 3-10 combo down. I like just lagging this in dead weight, laying the cue ball on the rail almost. He's really taking his time. He knows this is a big spot. You can't. This is one of those, you know, you miss this shot, the match is probably over. I'd like to see him dig deep and make one more nice out and keep this match going. That needs to get up. Get up. It's not going to get there. And you'd think you'd be asking for that ball to stop there, but the 10 had the spot, so he had to get all the way past the 4 there to get a shot on the 3. He needs to remember to spot the 10. Somebody needs to tell him. Somebody did mention it to him. He had forgot to spot the 10, so... Kick attempt here for Garrett. I don't know. Do you think he can get into the corner to kick 2 rails here behind the 3? Oh, he's kicking 1 rail for the make. I got you. Or 1 or 2 rails for the make. And he kicked it right in. What a great shot.
With perfect shape.
Perfect shape.
You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, man. Just a never say die shot there.
Garrett's going to make me have to buy more hard drives because all the instant replays I have to save every time he's on the TV table.
Oh, man. Yeah. True story. Wow, once again, this rep, because of the way that jump shot. Oh, no.
Very unfortunate. The slow roll, just you watch the angle just barely widen.
That was kind of similar to the 2 mistakes that we saw from Dell in his match, where he didn't just spin the ball. He needed to just spin that ball a little bit, and he kind of played center.
Yeah.
And so now one of the easiest outs that Kevin West is ever going to have. Lag this 8 ball in, stop shot on the 9, and that's going to be all she wrote.
It's tough to go out on the hill like that. He would have needed a few more things to go his way had he been able to get out of this rack, but he would definitely still love to be at the table fighting his way back in this match. But either which way, Garrett played very strong in this set against Kevin. Obviously, it's not completely over, but it's looking like it's about to be all sealed up. Kevin West getting down on the final shot of the match. Garrett ready to shake hands. Players have nothing but respect for each other. It was a fantastic match. Kevin West victorious over Garrett Vaughan.
Yeah, and you're going to see Garrett throw up every single shot that he missed in the match for the next couple minutes here.
Yep.
Starting with that 9 ball a couple racks ago. He had a chance to go 6-6. And he remembers that one. That was the first ball he put up there, was that 9 ball that he missed to go up 6-6, to tie 6-6. So this kid's going to be around for a long time. He's not out of this tournament, by the way. That was a winner's side match. And yeah, you're talking about a guy that's going to be a problem in the area for a long time.
Well, now see, this is something, we talk so much about the mental aspect of the game. I feel like it's worth noting that, he's releasing his frustration by making those balls, right? So it's like that frustration doesn't just sit in his mind. We talk, a lot of players will throw balls up and they'll do that. Sometimes people just throw balls up and they're just banging them around, but you can tell that that's kind of like his way of hitting that pressure release valve. That way it's not carrying over into future matches. But